I was quite surprised to see the overall rating for The Grinch, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas, because I thought this was a film that everybody loved. Now, actually, I don't love it. I like it. It's a good film, and there are a lot of great things about it. But it's only got 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb, and I actually thought it would be in the 7s, because I don't know anybody who has seen this, who likes it, who doesn't actually love it, myself excluding. But it is, all things considered, a really good film, and it did win an Oscar. It won the Oscar for Best Makeup, and that's very easy to see why. So this was released in 2000, and I don't know if it feels like it should be older, or if it's not as old as that. I feel like it's always been around. It's directed by Ron Howard, written by Jeffrey Price and Peter S. Seaman, obviously also Dr. Seuss, based on the characters of, and stars Jim Carrey as the Grinch. And the Grinch as a character is pretty fascinating. He's a great one to analyse, actually, when you look at him, but just in terms of enjoying the film, it's a lot of fun. So this is set on the outskirts of Whoville, where the Grinch lives. I'm sure you're very familiar with the appearance of the Grinch. He's described on IMDb as a green, revenge-seeking Grinch, which doesn't really help anything. But I love the design of him. I think the appearance of him is great. I actually prefer this appearance of the Grinch to, say, the animation, the illustrations in the Dr. Seuss books. I just think it looks a little bit more scary and also cute and cuddly at the same time. I love it. And his plan is to ruin Christmas for all the citizens of Whoville, because he is an absolute Grinch. And it's a lot of fun. And I think the reason why this works compared to pretty much every other Christmas film that deals with a Grinch or Scrooge type character mostly is the design of Whoville as a town and the appearance of the characters. The Whoville characters are visually very prominent. You see them, you know exactly where they come from. You know that it's a character from this film. And I really like Cindy Lou, played by Taylor Momsen, and I love her hair. The hair and makeup and costumes in this are just exquisite, and it's so fun, and it's ridiculously fun, family friendly. And there are other Christmas films. I think Elf is probably the closest in terms of capturing that fun and excitement of Christmas while also appealing to the whole family. But the Grinch just takes it to a completely new level. It's colourful, it's vibrant. Even when the Grinch is on screen, he still brings this sense of joy, because the design of him is so fun, and the way Jim Carrey performs as his character is so fun to watch. So even when he's on screen, it's not foreboding, it doesn't feel scary. But of course, if you're a younger child, you're going to maybe perhaps feel quite intimidated by this character. I think it's got the tone absolutely spot on. Now, I have never read any Dr. Seuss. Actually, I just didn't grow up with Dr. Seuss. It wasn't really something that kids in the UK grew up with in the 90s, at least to the best of my knowledge. So I have no expectations. I didn't have any other source material with which to compare this. So for me, this was my first and really my only real experience of the Grinch, and for me, I like that, because I like this experience of the Grinch. Now, I did say it's not my favourite film, and I don't rate it as highly as a lot of people, and I think it's just because when I think of Christmas films, the Grinch is never one that comes to my mind straight away. I would never dress up as the Grinch or any of the characters from this. I know a lot of people do enjoy that, and, this is a staple in their Christmas. It's an annual event where they watch the film, and that's brilliant. But for me, it just doesn't have that nostalgic or emotional connection. But the film is really good, the narrative is really fun, the makeup and hair, a lot of fun, the costumes are brilliant, just the design of Whoville in general works really well. And I honestly, although it's not my all-time favourite, I don't think I can fault it.